Now, just to piss off Spooky even more, I'm going to react to the F.S.T video before the Try Not to Laugh video. Chronologically ordering your ass. But anyway, this time we got Adrien from Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed, aka the guy who uses a Nintendo Switch to duel with, versus Chimera, who was in one of, if not the best duel of Revelations of the Seal Born Calcos. Easily in the top 5, or top 10, depending on who you asked. But easily in my top 3 for me, but you know, that's beside the point. So we got Pentacles versus mecha robot suits with giant heads being switched out. So either way, it's giant frickin' moth versus giant frickin' mecha dragon heads. So I'm just imagining this animated. Honestly, I wish it was animated, but you know, we can't have nice things. F.S.T doesn't have a budget. Were you crazy? The moment they start charging for Nexus or Edo, they're fucked. The game's over. But seriously, yeah. So who do I think is gonna win? Honestly, I could go either way, just because. But I'm gonna have to go Pentacles on this one, just because we've seen more Pentacle cards than we have frickin' the robot heads thing, because they were in like one episode of Unleashed, where Pentacles were in 2 episodes of Revelations, because they made a comeback against that Pyrus guy who played the Bakugan archetype in an oh crap moment, you know? I think it was like in episode 37 or something, don't quote me. But yeah, there is one more bit of information we should keep in mind with Adrien versus Chimera though. Adrien got this new high-tech, state-of-the-art dual pad to work on. He has the exclusive prototype for a testing run. Meanwhile, Chimera can spawn a dual disc from his regular arm. Not put a dual disc on. His arm becomes a dual disc like with you, Bell. So, I don't know what you think is cooler. Just summoning a dual disc from your hand or having the newest, it's an up-to-date dual pad. But, you know. Tech-wise, they're on completely different levels. I don't even know if you call it tech if it's an organic dual disc at that point. You know what I mean, though, right? You know what I mean. You're smart people. So yeah, my prediction is on Chimera, but if Adrien wins, I'm not gonna be pissed. I mean, Adrien did House Mephiles for a little while, so his body ain't something to sneer at, but I think he has a certain star to go with. I don't know, I haven't checked out the episode of Unleashed for a while. Probably should rewatch one episode before I get into it. But anyway, let's stop stalling and get right into the video using the click on the video. Not me babbling, and let's get into me babbling over the video.
Slopping soup is so beneath me. You gotta, like, look on the bright side, sis. Think of all the slurping smiles your slopping will bring.
I refuse to believe you watched Arc 5 English dub. Did you just
F.S.T.
watch Arc 5 out of context?
He's back.
I see S codes in the custom cards channel.
Yu-Gi-Oh! F.S.T.
Let's get ready to
Die.
Today we got the battle of the one of villains who posed a really threatening menace and then died, or quote died, in the same episode.
Remember, if Chimera loses, he'll just go, "You think I am defeated?" and go for round 2.
Yeah!
Debatably.
I mean, with Chimera, you at least have the very memorable frickin' fight scene he had with Travis Atreides that proved that Travis was a frickin' superhuman.
Right.
You should have died, or at very least, every single bone in your body, Travis, should have been turned into fucking mush.
He went through 8
And
floors of solid
I don't think they were even on the 10th episode when that fight happened.
And then we have Adrien, Chimera's opponent today, who, at the very least, does have a memorable, at the very least, had a relationship with Percy.
To say the
This
least.
episode was more about Percy himself than him.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Well,
Adrien
yeah.
was just walking
Percy's the main character.
development for Percy.
And a Nintendo Switch
Still
push.
nothing, but still nonetheless interesting.
But yeah, still, I did love making his deck.
We got today Hydra
It
Unit
does look like a fun deck to
versus
play.
Pentacle.
So, with that said and done, we're gonna get into character and we're gonna get into this duel.
Adrien has a character?
It will forever be funny to me how we reached the peak of F.S.T. in like the 3rd video.
Just like Revelations! Hey, Duels of Despair got their best episode, episode 5. It was the original timeline. The reboot has just been consistently good.
Draw.
Oh boy.
I just realized if I wanted to do a Chimera voice, I just have to do a Valtor voice. They're basically the same thing.
I mean, they're clones.
First off, I'll use Hand Destruction. So each player sends 2 cards from their hand to the grave to draws 2. I'll send full salvo. And the first
You're holding on to
Pentacle of the
Pentacle
Moon.
Zero Terror God.
Fine. I'll send these 2 cards.
The moon!
And then draw.
DDoS Evolution.
Activate special ability. Since my first Pentacle of the Moon was sent to the graveyard, I can summon it to the field. Come forth, the first Pentacle of the Moon!
Yeah, it goes to
You're
spell
summoning a spell
first.
card?
Yes.
Level 9
Very
Earth Rock
special
monster with
archetype made by
3500 attack
Master
and 1200
Valtor.
defense.
Bro,
Dear
what
God.
is this Pendulum's 2.0?
No, Pendulum's 1.0 because this came out before Pendulums, I'm pretty sure. Because remember, in Revelations, Xyz are the brand new mechanic.
Gets to draw a card and discard a card.
Fair enough.
I
You're
don't
actually
think...
helping me.
Yeah, I don't even think the Pentacles are soft ones for turns, let alone hard.
Trouble to me.
I'll send my other first Pentacle of the Moon to the graveyard.
No. This is going to be a very short
Summons
duel.
itself to the field again.
Not once per turn, I see.
Now I'll activate a spell card. Spell Reproduction.
That's sending to grave,
Sending
not
2
discarding.
spell cards from my hand to the graveyard. I can add a spell card from my deck from my graveyard to my hand.
Oh wait, if this card is sent, never mind.
Well, at least you don't have a certain tentacle card I know of, which would be a real threat to me right about now.
Since the Pentacle of Healing was sent to the graveyard, I can summon her to the field now as well. Now I activate Dark World Dealings again.
Again?
Oh, it's a shame. Would have been nice to hold on to
I'll
this.
send this card to
What?
the
You're getting rid of your Terror God?
And I'll send this card to the graveyard.
Remember, Chimera does canonically
Activate
run
Graceful
3.
Charity.
Oh, come on!
Draw 3.
Just drawing all
Discard
the
2.
things.
Since my Pentacle of Iron was discarded, guess what?
You can summon it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, I place it into the spell and I place it in the field spell zone.
Now, when my Pentacle of Iron is summoned, your entire hand is removed from play until my next standby phase.
Jeez.
Oh, come on. Oh, wait.
Bloody hell.
No.
Hydro
no,
unit power up.
I need that hand.
That's why I
Not
got rid of
anymore.
it.
Too bad, bitch. I can do what I want.
I activate a spell card, the Pentacle of Healing. Here we go, my end phase. I gain 500 life points for each Pentacle monster I have on the field.
That'll be 2,000 life points.
Now, first Pentacle of the Moon number 1. Attack his face down monster.
It's gonna be a very short duel. Missile
First
Dragon.
Pentacle of the Moon number 2. Attack him directly.
You got a Mirror Force? No. Here's 1800.
Now, the Pentacle of Iron, direct attack.
Actually, when you think about it, Pentacles were
Pentacle of
kind of like
Healing,
early
attack him
Phantom
directly.
Knights. It's 1500.
Now, during my end phase, I gain an additional 2,000 life points. I end my turn.
Jeez.
Raw.
This better be broken.
You're not even worth using the seal on.
Stop, Stack it.
You're no threat to Master Valtor.
Fuck.
Actually, you're not wrong, because I can literally do nothing. Set a card face down and end my turn.
It's a bluff.
You can
I
build
would
a
have
house
laughed
with all
if
these bricks.
Spooky
First
just
Pentacle of the
drew
Moon, attack
Seal.
him directly.
Ah!
Well, game 2, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
think you are
It
defeated.
was kind of bad.
Oh, I thought, well, for me, yes, definitely.
Spooky just drew all the
Yeah, what are
good
you
shit.
talking about? It was great on my end.
And here I
When you
was.
draw the God hand.
For those who don't know, if this is your first time watching, Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed characters have been kind of getting a bad record in this series.
Unless her name is
That's
Turner.
surprising.
I was hoping this would be different, but no.
We keep getting teamed up against Revelation characters, and those are bad custom
There's
cards.
one benefit to
And
this.
bad as in, good lord, they're
This will
broken.
get people off your back with them calling your archetypes broken, because we're proving that they're not.
I never thought they were broken.
Fair enough.
Did I?
Let's just
I
hope-
might have.
Let's just hope I get a better hand next time.
Maybe it's one of those that
Otherwise,
look broken on paper, and then you
More
play
fair
them,
than
it's like,
anything that
huh.
I came up as a teenager.
Chimera flexed so hard because he
Same.
discarded Pentacle 0.
I didn't see that.
Finally, something.
Chimera did discard it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, you're going down. I'll start by playing Evolution Gathering.
Okay.
This lets me add one spell card and one normal monster to my hand.
It's a good start.
By the way, I know Adrien didn't really have this in the series, but I did add a few cards to his deck because he didn't really have enough to make a complete one.
It's fine, it's fine. Put cards in he would have
Same
played.
goes for Chimera here, because he didn't have...
So we just added some. Well, S.O.O. added some generic cards to the mix.
Yeah, and I gave him stuff like Dark World Dealing, Hand Destruction, Spell Reproduction.
Stuff that the character would play
Now
in
I
the universe.
play
It makes sense.
Hydro Unit
Jar of
Deploy.
Avarice, I don't know about that one, Chief, but, you know, you gotta...
I can
He
perform an
is
evolution
constantly discarding
summon.
his hand, so
Expand the
putting it back
DNA
in makes
strand.
sense.
Evolution Summon. Level 10. Hydra Unit 0 Core.
So this is the evolution summoning that Master Valtor brought up. I thought he was just going mad.
Oh,
Going
well,
mad? He
I
is
wouldn't
mad.
underestimate your higher ups if I were you. If such things happen in my dimension, then, well, let's just say.
Doesn't
Win.
end well.
I
Well,
think just
yes,
about
it doesn't
every
end
Yu-Gi-Oh!
well.
antagonist is a
But
little
they're rarely-
crazy.
but they're also rarely seen again. Now I use the effect of my Zero
True.
Core. I summon from my extra deck this monster, Hydro Unit 1, Photon Barrier.
Seems like your little mech suit is forming weapons for itself.
I like the
So
rush card look.
Yes, good luck at getting over it. I end my turn with a face down.
Draw. I'll start with a little spell card called Pot of Greed.
But what does it do?
Shut
Shut
the fuck
up.
up.
Instant Shadow
Your little
Realm.
photon barrier only I can activate its effect if it's destroyed, correct?
Correct.
Then this is perfect. I activate the spell card, the first pentacle of the moon.
Oh dang.
By discarding a pentacle by discarding a card from my hand, I can target a special summon monster.
No, you
and
can't.
Banish it.
No.
Before you do that, then I'll activate my trap, Hydra Unit Photon Guard. Now you can't conduct your battle phase this turn.
Nice.
Fair enough. Now your photon barrier will be banished.
But at least I'll be able to survive. You see, if you attack me directly, my Zero Core will be destroyed. But since you can't conduct your battle phase, I'm safe.
I summoned
That
the
is
first pentacle
true.
of I summoned the pentacle of irons. This was sent from my hand to the graveyard. You know what this does. Your entire hand's removed from play until my next standby phase.
Of course. But at least now, I have a monster that can protect me.
True.
Don't get too ahead of yourself quite yet.
Dragon Master 34, is that supposed to be Dookie?
I activate a spell card.
You're some
Spell
rando.
Reproduction. I discard 2 spell cards from my hand to the graveyard to add the Pentacle of Iron. So to add the first Pentacle of the Moon from my graveyard to my hand.
I know you're trying to get rid of the Hydra unit, boy,
Then
but
that will summon the second Pentacle
Add
of
Pot of
Jupiter
Greed.
and the Pentacle of Healing to my field.
oops. I meant to add it to my hand. My mistake.
Oops. There we go.
Chimera and his misclicks.
Now use the Pentacle of Healing special ability. I can target a Pentacle monster I control and then gain life points equal to its attack points. I'll target my second Pentacle of Jupiter to give myself 2,000 life points. I step 1 card face down. Your move, my friend.
draw.
This Chimera wants to hold on to that Tentacle of the Moon Guard in hand.
I
Just
shall
in
activate
case.
my core's special ability once more. Let's see. I summon this to the field. Hydra Unit 5 EMP Charger!
Mmm.
When it's summoned, all face-up
Going
cards
for
on the
offense.
field are negated.
Ooh. That'll
Interesting.
sit down.
Battle. EMP Charger. Attack the Pentacle of Healing now!
That'll do 900 damage.
A trivial matter.
Ignore that.
For now. Since there's nothing else I can do, I'll end my turn.
Draw.
Ooh.
He gets his hand back now,
Yeah.
I believe.
And now that you have more cards in your
I
hand than me,
activate
Card of
the
Sanctity.
First Pentacle of the Moon once again. I discard
Right.
Pentacle Gear, and I'll banish your EMP Charger.
Or so it would if my monster didn't have an ability of its own.
Hmm?
You see, by banishing an EXP card, I can negate your spell card's effect and destroy it.
Fair enough.
Dang.
Banishing, please? Oh, okay, you banished. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go to banish.
I activate a spell card.
Or should I call him
This one you
C-Code now?
cannot negate, however. I activate Card of Sanctity.
And right after I get my hand back.
Now both of us draw until we hold 6 cards in our hands.
Well, that's a funny card to draw.
Right?
Perfect. I activate this other First Pentacle of the Moon.
Okay, that I can't negate.
For fuck's sake.
I
Right?
discard Pentacle Gear to banish your EMP Charger.
Not again.
Then I activate a spell card, Dark World Dealing.
By God. That's right. I'll sacrifice God.
I activate a trap card. Reverse card open, Jar of Avarice. I'll send Pot of Greed, Card of Sanctity, First Pentacle of the Moon, First Pentacle of the Moon again,
And for
and Pentacle of Healing back to my deck.
I thought you were going to shuffle back all
Then
pentacles
draw
on the moon.
one.
that Jar of Avarice.
I swear to God, if you draw another pentacle of the moon, I am going to...
Lose it.
No, thankfully not.
Unless you activate Dark World Dealings.
Otherwise, S code is going to shit. Dark World Dealings.
I'm already going there. I cannot, I can't do
Okay.
anything with this hand.
Yeah, you gotta
How did you
discard.
draw 6 cards of brick?
I mean, it's not really that. It's just this. It's like your deck is just at the moment so much better than this one.
Okay. I will discard this.
Damn, no pentacles?
Yeah, I
No
know, right?
pickles?
Crazy.
If you summon another pentacle, I'm dead.
Spooky is holding back.
Pentacle of Iron at direct attack.
Can't detect the Hydra unit, I assume. Yeah, wait.
Well, there goes the core.
Second Pentacle of Jupiter, direct attack.
Do you run any more cores?
No, but I do have a way of recycling.
That's good.
I end my turn.
You go down now.
Oh, do I?
I do not take orders from you, of all people.
I activate Pot of Greed.
What do you got?
Because who wouldn't play Pot of Greed? Besides Infernies, Super Heavy
Damn.
Sands, and like 2 other decks out of all the
Really?
500
we
types.
have nothing?
I summon Hydra Unit Missile Dragon
Hmm?
and activate its effect. It lets me summon this back from my graveyard. Appear, Hydra Unit Egg. Its
Ooh,
effect-
gonna
using its
DDoS
effect,
evolution.
I can reduce Hydra Unit's Egg's level, making it a level 4 monster. Then, I'll play another Hydra Unit Deploy and use it to evolve my monster. Evolution Summon. Hydra Unit 3. Barrel Buster.
Your
Ooh,
weapon looks quite pathetic without the mech.
it's still ahead.
Yeah, but at least it doesn't need the mech in order to stay on the field.
That's true.
Mech is just there to make it easier.
Aye.
The Hydrians are kind of like a maximum monster
Alright,
in a
I'll bite.
sense.
What does this one do?
I activate his effect by removing an EXP card from the graveyard, which, thankfully, I do have a few, thanks to your discarding effects. I can destroy one monster on the field. I'll get rid of Jupiter.
The strongest one.
And then, since my monster activated its effect, I can tribute Missile Dragon to inflict 1,000 points of damage.
Or so you would. I discard the second pentacle of Jupiter.
Wow, Chimera
I take
actually
0
had it out
damage.
to
This is the
Radiant
pentacle of Jupiter was
Cryos.
sent from my hand to the graveyard. It's summoned to the field.
Too bad he probably used it at the worst possible time. Or just a flex or something. Maybe it's a Survive Obelisk. I
In
haven't,
that case,
I
I'll
haven't seen the
reveal
duel in
this
a
card my
while.
hand. I reveal Scatter Drake, and by doing so, I can add one Hydra unit normal monster from my deck to my hand.
That's a Gemini monster. What the fuck?
Hey, yo!
Actually, there is a way I can.
Goggle Golem!
And then I have to place. Then I'll place it on the bottom of my deck. Go, my monster! Attack Jupiter! I'm not having you negate any of my cards.
Just a line of eye context. Go, my monster. Attack Jupiter. The planet be like, yo, what the
I'll
fuck?
activate another Hydra unit Photon Guard. You can't conduct your battle phase.
I activate the first pentacle of the moon.
Again.
Not a
I discard my fifth pentacle of Mars to the graveyard to banish your barrel blaster.
Come on.
Sadly, the fifth pentacle of Mars can only be summoned to the field by its own effect,
Ooh.
and not if it's discarded in general.
Huh.
Oh, that's the one I was afraid of.
But
You refer to the one that can only be summoned by its own effect? Oh boy.
Remove from play every pentacle monster.
Oh right, that's the summoning requirements.
Special
I thought it was the
summon
usual
this.
3 tributes.
Pentacle 0. Terra God.
I miss these clips. I haven't seen them for a while. Martha!
What do we do now?
Cry for our mommies.
Why?
The moth has landed. What? 9,000?
The big moth.
Well, it's the big moth.
Good thing you cannot conduct your battle phase, otherwise I would have been.
Right? I think you're screwed either way.
You would have been not screwed. You would have been slaughtered.
Figured you're twice.
Adrien probably shitting himself for seeing a god card.
Right?
You have no idea. I got nothing. I banished my Photon Guard to add egg to my hand.
I finished my photon guard to grab egg.
Freaking Chimera looking at Percy like, you should have just ran a monster removal, idiot.
I should have just ran something that could bring back core, but
Should
Ransom monster warns are Call of the Hunters.
should just run 80 copies of Moon, you scrub.
my turn.
Whoever the one that was discard
I have
or
popped
to special
for it.
ban to
It's
special
over
summon.
now.
Or is it?
What? You just add the seal of Orichalcos?
I activate the seal of Orichalcos.
What is this magic?
Thank you.
What is this magic?
Oh, has this world never heard of the Orichalcos before?
It'll be acquainted very soon.
Them, the evolutionists know what magic is.
Interesting.
Even how they are, I thought they would just write it off as science fiction.
I think Master Valtor would
Don't
really
worry,
like this
your Master
information.
Methless
At this rate,
knows
he seems
about
to
the
not know
Orichalcos
what
too well,
Orichalcos
considering
is.
he's sealed in it.
Now, Pentacle Zero Terror Gods, destroy him!
No! No! No!
Now he's actually dead!
Completely, utterly dead.
If the instant mind erase doesn't kill him, this will.
Well, it beats getting torn apart, like physically and mentally through a faulty dual pad malfunction.
Yeah, right? Chimera was freaking eviscerated, his skeleton was destroyed,
At the same time,
ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Well, what happens then? Does his soul not even get taken by the Orichalcos? Does his soul just
I
get
can't wait for
torn
you to
to
do
pieces?
Phoenix versus someone, and I mean Phoenix from ROTSOO.
Valtor
Have fun
doesn't
with
even
that.
get the soul. Valtor is just like, what the
Guy
fuck
had like
happened to this
one,
man's soul?
maybe two duels.
I think he'd take its soul, because like the mind erase only like wipes your mind clean. It doesn't.
How do I go to the bathroom?
Got it.
So it would be.
I know, but I mean, like, what about the
What's your
advanced
mind
ones?
clean? You don't know how to breathe anymore.
The instant mind erase. Oh no! You mean the dual, like the
Yeah,
advanced
the
dual pad.
advanced dual pad.
Yeah, they're more or less the same, because like the whole thing about them is they are improved.
The racism from existence.
Everything
If
erased.
they're
Beep.
cheap and don't
Who
want
am
to
I?
raise
Where am I?
expensive
Why am I wearing this hat?
instant
Better
mind
take
erase
it off now.
technology, They just install an electrocution thing.
Aye, which is what happened in your series.
Like, do we even want to waste it on this soldier? Nah, they're too worthless even for that. Just kill them.
Well,
That was a duel of all time.
that was Adrien
that
versus
was a-
Chimera. I wasn't expecting it to be this.
Neither was I, to be honest.
You never know with these sort of things.
That was kind of disappointing. That was kind of sad.
Right?
I was hoping Adrien would put up a bit more of a
So
fight.
was I.
I was not expecting Moon to have what would pretty much
A
have very
lockdown
close to
effect. I noticed you're dueling.
His
No.
ability to just banish a special summoned card was pretty much his own doing. He did not.
That was literally enough to beat Adrien.
The moon carried the duel.
If it was once per turn, maybe he would have been able to, but nope, Tyler, you had to make these not once per
To
turn.
be fair, back
Hey,
then,
wait.
once per turns were not common.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was made like 2011.
If this was released in
What's
the
it,
real
once per-
world, you could imagine that there would be so many once per turn effects on all of these.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Into the freaking
Once per
ground.
turn? What are you talking about? Come on, let's go play Infernity.
Yeah, let's set our monsters in the background. Hope nobody asks any questions.
We'll see
There's a
you
downside of
round
this.
for
All of the
next
cards say
FS3.
when. Okay, so I called that one right with Chimera. Okay, I got a win under the belt. I think I'm like 50-50, give or take. No one should keep track of this thing for the record, of course. They should keep track of this as much as they keep track of the frickin' F.S.T results. So, actual tournament. But regardless, I looked at this length and I thought to myself, no, Adrien's gonna win one of these, you know? It's 20 plus minutes. I mean, Wander beat Kassar. I mean, the duel will be like 4 turns, but like Chimera will brick, and then Adrien will get a God Hand. It's like, no, the opposite happened. It's not 25 freaking minutes because it's a back and forth duel. It's 25 minutes because this freaking Chimera was just comboing for days. It was 25 minutes because Chimera wouldn't end his fucking turn. Chimera is literally that duelist who has had game for like 30 minutes, but is still fucking going and won't kill you. It's like, would you just kill me already? No. Hold on, I gotta Synchro and Fusion and Pendulum like 8 more times, bro. No, you don't. Yeah, but I can, so I have to. Those are the rules. No, they're not. I mean, granted, I've been guilty of doing that myself. Everyone's kind of been guilty of overextending when they didn't have to. But it's still like, bruh, come on. And Chimera even held back at one point. Chimera couldn't discard the freaking, like, Pentacle of Mars or whatever the frig, but it just chose not to. I mean, you probably consider that it was Spooky doing the misplay, but, like, out of character, like, Spooky would just doing the misplay, but I like to think of it that Chimera was holding back. And yeah, I'm using two different things because I like to imagine it's the actual characters dueling and not, you know, people pretending to be the characters dueling. Chimera be like, I'm overextending. I feel kind of bad about that. Just gonna discard this one, give you a chance. Yeah. You see, it's not misplays, it's just holding back, which you can consider a misplay, but shut up. Also, props to Spooky, as I believe the music used for the F.S.T. duel was the same music that was used in the episode like 8 or 9, or, you know, the first half of Chimera versus Travis before Travis makes his comeback. So, good work on that one, Spooks. That's an Easter egg not many people will get. Good job. So yeah, fun times. Moth beats giant robot. That's the moral of the story. A moth beat up a giant robot dragon, and you know what this leads to? Civil War.